Hi guys, this is Dr. Farjana. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Like always, it's such an honor to connect with you. Today I want to talk about partners who make excuses for their unconscious parents and or other family members. Partners who make excuses for their unconscious parents and or other family members. Okay? I'm talking about basically the in-laws. I'm talking about the in-laws, right? Or extended family members. Sometimes we have partners who get into this role whenever they're around certain dynamics. They start playing out this role when they get into certain dynamics. They don't validate you. They make excuses for any type of boundaries that are being crossed. Your feelings don't matter. Their family can't do nothing wrong. It's just a you problem. And they start making you basically start gaslighting what you're going through, right? Or not just gaslighting, but just totally invalidating what you might be experiencing or what your needs are at the moment, what your values are at the moment, right? So what do you do? What do you do when in those circumstances? When the in-laws come over, you're in these gatherings where extended family is involved and you're not experiencing the same thing that your partner may be experiencing. What do you do? So there's two things to possibly two things that I want you to realize. Number one, I want you to realize that many individuals, like I want you to picture an elastic band. Many individuals go into an elastic band dynamic, where basically when the same people are in the same room, old dynamics start replaying. Basically, they go into their old patterns. Everyone goes back to their old roles. So you put the same people, right? Meaning your spouse, his parents or her parents, and the siblings, and everyone goes back to the same old roles, right? These roles that have been existed prior to even being part of this family, right? Or this can happen even in your own extended family, where again, you put the same people in the same roles, like be it at a different, like at a wedding venue or a funeral, and everyone goes back to their old roles, right? These roles, these habitual roles, these roles that have been like there for years and years and years. And it's important for you to realize that and really step back and detach from those dynamics and see what's really going on. Be the observer of what's going on here. Oh, okay. This is when my spouse may team up with his father. This is when my spouse might team up with her mother. These dynamics just go right into play. And they may, like as I mentioned, have existed prior to you even being part of that dynamic, right? And then realizing like there might be mean comments that come into play, backhanded comments. You might not even start being vocal. You might go into your old roles, right? But the goal is to detach, watch what's going on, realize and really internalize that people do go into this elastic band formation whenever the same people are put together. And then remembering that it's not your mess. Reminding yourself that it's not your mess. So that's number one, right? The reminding yourself that, okay, extended family, in-laws, okay, the elastic band mode may go into place. I call it the elastic band mode may go into place. Watch it and remind yourself that it's not your mess. Number two, another thing that I want you to realize is whatever your partner may lack, whatever people lack, unconscious individuals will defend at your expense. Whatever unconscious individuals lack, they will defend at your expense, right? So for instance, if they lacked a stable relationship with their biological parents, right? They will take whatever breadcrumbs they get, right? It's basically an unhealed trauma that's at play. They will take whatever sense of belonging they can get. So it's not about you at that moment. At that moment, when this whole dynamic is at play, you don't exist for them, right? Because it's all about them. They are seeking a void in their life. So they won't validate you. Some spouses will actually exacerbate the situation by totally denying your feelings. Totally denying your feelings. So, and this is not just with spouses or partners. This can be with your children sometimes. It can be with other individuals as well. Any unconscious individual, if they have not gotten treatment for this or has seek therapy for this or healed, whatever they lack, they will defend at your expense. So basically, it's not about you, it's about their unhealed trauma. And what I'm trying for you, I want you to see is that it's not about you. Don't personalize it. It's not about you. Of course, you might be like, oh my goodness, this person's not validating me. This person doesn't care about my feelings. They don't care about my values. Look at what they're saying. Look at what they're doing. But I need you. It's not okay. Definitely speak up. But I want you to understand the way to detach from this and be more objective versus emotional is by realizing, number one, put same people at certain places together in the same room, the elastic band mode goes into place. Everyone goes back to their old roles, right? Whether it's teaming up, mean comments, backhanded comments, whatever it is. Number two, realizing that whatever they lack, unconscious individuals, they will defend at your expense because they're trying to fulfill some kind of unhealed trauma that's still not healed, right? They're still seeking those breadcrumbs from those individuals. So at that point, it's not about you anymore. You've become like in the back, you're in the back burner right now. You need to see that, understand that. Again, it's not okay. And you obviously need to, both of you as a couple, need to get treated and seek guidance through couples therapy with this. But I want you to see the dynamic at play, right? So next, what does this look like? Right? So when these dynamics are at play, what might this look like? Number one, as the other partner, you may get into not vocalizing yourself mode. So you may stop vocalizing yourself. You might feel like they're teaming up against you. A power struggle may start, right? So what are some solutions? Right? What are some solutions? Clearly remind yourself of the dynamics that are at play. Next, say to yourself, I'm not doing the power struggle. It's a them problem, not my monkey, not my circus. Have that mantra. Say, this has nothing to do with me. So this has nothing to do with me. I don't care. That's a them problem. I'm being saved from unnecessary drama. I'm not playing that game. Right? The upbringing, the breadcrumb game. Say to yourself, dysfunctional behavior, if the dysfunctional behavior continues, decide to keep your distance. Basically, that's it. Just say, I'm not going to be part of this. I'm going to keep my distance. Say, it's not my fight. Say to yourself, it's not my fight. Seek couples therapy consistently, meaning even if you can't do it weekly, do it bi-weekly. Even if it's once a month, seek the guidance to help save your relationship. But one way as the other partner that's watching all this unfold is, number one, realizing there's an elastic band that goes into place. Like, get an elastic band and really just hold it and feel it, and just know that everybody goes into the same formation. When you put those unconscious people in who've never sought help or who are still healing, you put them in those dynamics. There's lack of boundaries. There's lack of standing up for yourself. Whatever it is, it's all at play. Exclusion. It just goes right into play, right? It just starts playing out. And number two, realize whatever they lack, they will defend at your expense. Again, this is not about you. It's a them problem. So realizing that. And this will help you. It will help you process the emotions, the anger that you may feel, right? Again, that doesn't mean that you just allow people to walk all over you. It doesn't mean that you stop expressing yourself. Yes, still express yourself. Still be vocal. right? Because you do pay the bills in your home. And if this is happening in your home and people are walking all over you, right? Or this is happening at certain events, like a wedding event or wherever. But what I'm trying to say is that how do you process it and how do you not personalize it, right? How do you not personalize it and how do you help yourself process those emotions, those negative emotions that come when this is occurring, right? Again, remember, I'm going to emphasize this again. This is extremely important because this I've seen it too many times where it ruins marriages. It ruins relationships. It causes mental health struggles for the partner who's watching all this unfold because you don't see these dynamics. I need you to clearly see these dynamics, elastic band mode, and whatever they lack, they will defend at your expense. So it's not a you problem, it's a them problem. So you detach and you still stand up for yourself. You still get individual therapy and the couples therapy for both of you, right? Exercise, and it'll help you decrease that ruminating thoughts after this event happens, when you do have to interact with your in-laws, when you do have to interact with certain family members in certain situations, right? When you're choosing to do these, engage in this, that whoa, this is not a me problem. Whoa, let me just keep my distance. Wait, I'm gonna need to be vocal here. This is crossing a boundary. This is crossing my boundary. I'm gonna be vocal right there in that moment, but not in a aggressive manner, but in a assertive manner, in a loving manner, right? So you don't go into your old dynamics, and when they go into their dynamics, you can detach, but you can still hold your boundaries. You can still be vocal about what you need, right? But then also realize, like, whoa, a lot of this is there. Like, I'm not getting in this mess. Like, I'm not, right? And then you can have a healthier relationship with certain people in your life by not making it your mess, because it's not your mess. That's what I want you to see. It's not your mess, right? You've done the work. This is not your mess. And all you can do is, after all of this, is also pray for them, that they get their family dynamic sorted out. And some families won't ever get it sorted out. But again, that's not your mess, right? All you can do is take care of yourself, engage in self-care, and be aware. Be more objective and not emotional when these dynamics are unfolding in front of you. It's not easy, I understand. I understand, especially if you're an in-law, a daughter-in-law, or a son-in-law, and you're seeing it all unfold, and you have to be like, oh my goodness. And another technique, radical acceptance. And again, a lot of these certain things are happening, being in that radical acceptance state and saying, wait, watching your body as you're feeling those emotions and being aware of like what's happening with your sensations, right? Breathing in, breathing out, engaging in all those techniques at the moment when it's occurring. That's also crucial as well, right? That can be part of the processing process, because it's not only about after the math or knowing what's going to happen before, but what do you do at the moment when all these things are occurring? You're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe he's not seeing this. I can't believe she's not seeing this. Her mother did this, but you're not, and they just don't see it. Your partner doesn't see it. You're like, but again, radical acceptance of whatever. Being aware of your body sensations, breathing in, breathing out, using those techniques to really stay objective and grounded. All right, guys, I hope this is helpful. You guys rock. You guys are amazing. And just really share this with other people who are struggling with in-law issues and their spouse's unhealed trauma. Take care of yourself. Bye.